Bryan Kohberger allegedly is outside of the speculations and what we think he may have done. So I just want to see him like outside of this. I just want to see what type of person he is. Okay. All right. So who is Bryan Kohberger? Who is he? Past all of these assumptions, aside from the assumptions and the charges against him, who is he? Who is he really? What type of person is he? How does his mind work? How does his emotions work? What type of person is he generally? Who is Bryan Kohberger? We got the Four of Wands. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Interesting. Ace of Cups. What's back here? Page of Cups and the Moon. Okay, so far, he's showing up as, I'm hesitant, y'all, because I know we heard a lot of, I'm going to clarify, right? So this is just my first impression. Now, we've seen that so-called family members have said this, that, and the third about Bryan, and people that allegedly know him have this, that, and the third to say about Bryan. Now, the Queen of Cups, unlike the King of Cups that holds back emotions, is full of emotions. I mean, she sits there and thinks and ponders about her emotions. On top of the deck is the Ace of Cups, Judgment, and the Ten of Pentacles. So even the second card is the Ace of Pentacles with an extended hand of a Ace of Pentacles. Then we have family here. So, people are saying that his family is saying that they're distant, they're not really, cool, all of that. And some people find that very suspicious, but it may be. It may be. But I like to look at things from multiple angles, okay? Are y'all cool with all y'all family? Y'all mean to tell me that it's no family members that you feel a way about, that you don't really get along or mess with? I mean, that don't really say too much to me that somebody is distant from certain family members. We all have that. We got the bougies out of the family and we got the down to earth type of family. Who is who in this situation? I don't know. I'm just reading these cards. But allegedly, so far, before I clarify, it looks like the opposite of what people are saying. Okay? And even if what they're saying is true, let's say that what they're saying is true. You have to have some type of emotions, because through many of these readings that we looked at before Mr. Bryan Kohberger was a suspect, we felt like this was, a lot of people, not everybody, felt like there had to be some emotions tied to it because of how brutal people are alleging the crime scene was, because we still don't know about that. We don't. Okay. But if the crime scene is just as bad as people are saying, there had to be some type of passion and emotion there. Okay. And even if he feels a way about being rejected by people, that goes against what people are saying. If you have a problem with being rejected, there's some type of emotion tied there. That's not a stone cold person. If you feel a way about people rejecting you, you feel a way. Okay, even if it's just anger. Anger is emotion. But let's go ahead and clarify. I'm not taking up for Bryan. I don't know Bryan, but we're going to look at things from multiple angles. We're not going to look at it from the position of he's already guilty based off of things that we picked up from other people, not law enforcement. That's mad wild to me when people just apologize for doing that to other people. Yeah, the police didn't say that these people were suspects, but I feel like you should still reserve some respect based off of you really not knowing anything other than he's a suspect and based off what just happened with the other people. Nobody's perfect, and I'm not trying to talk shit, but I'm just saying that's just the energy I'm getting pulling these cards, y'all. You have to look at things from multiple places and stop taking rumors as fact and then running off that and making a whole story behind it. So why the Four of Wands for who Bryan Kohberger is really, who he really is allegedly? Why the Four of Wands? The Seven of Cups. the Hierophant and the Empress. Okay, so there could be multiple people or several people in his family that he does feel close to or that he reserves the right to stay away from for whatever reason, whether it's logical or illogical. But he shows up as kind of nurturing. Or maybe that's just how people see him as, he maybe feel like, I'm not really getting that, but I'm trying my best not to insert rumors and just see what the facts are based off the cards. So he could have a close relationship with his mom, or maybe not. It could be showing the opposite. But let's see why the Ace of Pentacles for who Bryan Kohberger is. We got Nine of Swords and the Page of Swords for the Ace of Pentacles. So let's see. He could be an anxious individual. He could have negative thoughts, just like most people. Um, you could hear somebody actually say what I'm saying. This could be something that somebody's going to say, that they don't understand how people can say what the bam, and it's kind of shocking to this person. So maybe this person just had a different experience than some other people, which is absolutely normal. Some people may, for you, each individual and me, one person might tell you something about me and another person might feel a totally different way. One more for the Ace of Pentacles for who Bryan is, allegedly. Ten of Cups. So it could be a family member speaking. Maybe his mom is saying how wonderful of a child he is and all of his accomplishments and this, that, and the third. Whether it's true or not, this could be what she's saying. Now, why the Queen of Cups? Why the Queen of Cups? The Knight of Swords. The Ace of Wands wanted to come out, but it popped back in. Then we have the Five of Cups. And that's it for that. So it could be definitely somebody speaking up, upset here, a feminine energy could be upset about what's being said about Bryan, allegedly. So let's clarify one more again. So he could have had disagreements with people. He could have, got angry before. I don't know who hasn't. But I'm not getting like, oh, he's such a terrible person, which he might be. I don't know. But I'm just saying, this is what I get here. We got mental conflict. So we definitely do have some mental conflict. So this could be whatever mental disability that he maybe has been or hasn't been. It could just be anxiety. It could be depression. Then we got firm foundation. He could lack confidence in some way, shape, or form. And then we have light. What else? Triumphant success and patience and planning. So somebody could be saying that they view him differently than other people view him. So I want to do Soul's Journey just as one more, just to see what type of person is Bryan Kohberger. Allegedly. Allegedly. We have death. Patience. He could be very calculated. He could be responsible for what happened to these people. He could be patient. Ooh, we got guilt, wants to come in reverse. And then we have peace. What else? Worry. So, and empathy. So he could definitely be worried about the blame and the guilt being placed on him. But he can also be guilty of having just regular human emotions here. Now, he could definitely be responsible for the unaliving of the Idaho 4 students, and he could absolutely be guilty. So let's go ahead. I want to clarify death, and that's it. Let's use numerology. What do you mean when you bring up the death card? Something in my eye, y'all. Hold on. Okay, let's shuffle some more. What is the death card representing with the person that Bryan Kohberger is? I don't know why I have such a hard time saying his name. For the death card, the end of a tough cycle of progress. Anything else for the death card? The answers you need are coming. So like I said, this could be him speaking or somebody else speaking. Anything else? I just like to go through communication is key. So there'll be a lot of communication from him or from his representation about him or family or whatever. Anything else? We got the energy of gaining momentum and a time to give rather than take. So don't let your past hold you back. So we'll be seeing this and you are good enough. So somebody could be speaking to, yeah, I know Bryan's weird as fuck. Absolutely. Does he have some issues? Is he a little this or that? Yeah, but Bryan is a good person. Allegedly. That's what somebody's saying. So, yeah. All right, y'all.